Hi guys, thanks for joining me. This is Eyewitness, and these are accounts of the goodness of the Lord and things that I've witnessed with my own eyes. In the 1990s, I was still in South Africa, and I was fellowshipping in a church called Sydenham Souls Outreach, wonderful assembly. At the time, we were meeting in Sydenham in a community centre, but we had purchased we'd purchased a patch of land on the corner of St. Teresa's Road and Houghton. It was called Houghton Road at the time, I think it was. I remember as a church we were so excited. We had a building fund, we were getting ready. Remember the statement was we're moving next door, because it was literally next door from where we were in the community centre. However, we were cash strapped at the time. We were also under a bit of pressure because the corporation, or at least the city council, was putting us under pressure to start building and clearing the land. And I remember one day the project was being overseen by Victor Fynn. What a wonderful gentleman. When I say gentleman, I mean an absolute gent. Uncle Vic as we called him, Uncle Vic was overseeing the project, and so the plans were drafted and all of this. But the big problem was that the area was still not cleared. The area was still, there were still bushes there at the time, and so we were trusting in the Lord to do something wonderful, as the Lord will always do. So we prayed and handed it over to the Lord and left it at that. So one day Uncle Vic is standing outside the plot, and up the road, up St. Teresa's Road, up comes a guy with this earth clearing equipment. He says, "Is this St. Teresa's Road?" The guy says, "Yes." Uncle Victor says, "Yes." He says, I've come to clear the land." So Uncle Victor says, "Okay." So this guy goes and he clears the entire area that needed to be cleared by us. He clears everything. He smooths it out, and only afterwards, once he smoothed everything out, it turns out he was actually supposed to go and clear the land, which was about maybe just 60-70 meters up the road, But when he came to Uncle Vic and he said, "Is this St. Teresa's Road? Is this the plot?" The guy just went ahead and cleared it for us. And I mean, when I heard about it, and I remember coming back from university, and we'd come down St. Teresa's Road and usually take a walk past the church site. And as I walked past the church site was absolutely level cleared. There were foundation lines laid on the ground and everything. I was absolutely bemused because I knew that we were cash strapped at the time. But we looked at it, and when we heard the story of what had happened, we knew full well that this was only the mercy of God. This is something that only God can do. And so, as an eyewitness, I can attest to the goodness of the Lord. That day God is so faithful. And now, even on that very same spot, Souls Outreach Church is established in there, and has been serving the community for the last, I don't know how many years. I just want to give God honor for His goodness and His mercy, and again, even just to remember one of the great gentlemen of Christianity that I met, Victor Fynn, gone to be with the Lord. A wonderful gentleman, and of course there are so many others. There are so many others who are, phenomenal individuals. If you were to recount them all, you wouldn't have the time. But this, I know I've seen with my own eyes. This is the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living.